Good afternoon, everybody. Dan Man Walking 55 here, coming to you at 4:32. Yes, I came in a few minutes early today. I have not even tweeted out or anything else. Really, chill chat. Who knows what we'll talk about? I'm just sitting here on a very hot Florida day, having some tea, and over at the secret location, I got a lot of work done, helping the missus with a lot of stuff today. We'll talk about that in just a second. So I'm putting some stuff out. Hey, JPRPH1, welcome. Good to see you. Good to see you as I'm working on getting tweets out and stuff like that. Hope you're doing well today. Of course, in America, it is a Labor Day weekend. I had to have the missus remind me that not everybody in the world has this holiday. But it means no work tomorrow. Yay! But what I do, I don't know. Who knows what I will be doing tomorrow. Actually, the missus and I do have some work we have to do on a vehicle. And yes, I said vehicle. And we have still a little bit more to do in the kitchen. So hopefully we can get that taken care of. As you can tell, yes, I'm trying to get the tweet out with this. I am working from my phone, so I am slow and trying to multitask. We might talk a little sports again today. We might talk about some stuff. I want to talk about some things that you might want to talk about. What are you doing this weekend? What do you have any plans? Anything of interest that you've got? Travel. Cookouts, all that kind of stuff. Let's see. I'm making sure I gotta get all right. All messages. Yeah, I've learned the hard way. Sometimes you got to get all the filters right. Otherwise, you don't see all the messages that are out there. So we'll see what happens. We'll see how many people we got here. We at least have JPRPH1. Welcome in. So JPRPH, if you do you have any plans this weekend or what's left of the weekend? Anything for Labor Day? People sometimes do parades. Sometimes they do cookouts. They go to the beach. Whatever it is. Yeah. Let's see. All right. So there we go. Got the tweet out. Doing all these multitasking. So, hey. All right, there we go. I think I got all that there. So, of course, now, wow, we already got 4 likes. Well, we must have some lurkers then. But, thank y'all for everybody that's come in. Hit the like. Hopefully you're still here. That's how last night's sports stream started. It was just me by myself ranting away at how bad the Florida Gators turned out. Wow, folks. I actually found a meme that I plan on sharing Wednesday night on our SEC show. It was perfectly illustrative of what happened yesterday. The Miami Hurricanes reestablished dominance in a big, big, big way. It was beyond silly, I will say. But, I know that football is not everybody's thing, so I'm just, see, this is what the chill chats are. We just kind of come in, talk about whatever we want to. You guys in the chat, as y'all come in, we can talk about different things. If it strikes my fancy, if there's not anything too controversial with it. But let's see how that goes. Hey, Jace, how are you doing today? Good to see you over on the other side of the world. About 5 or 6 hours ahead. How are you doing? It's getting a little bit late night for you, but I think you keep a lot of late hours. Just I'm coming in, just hanging out for a little bit. Got to make dinner for the family in a little bit. Take it back to them, and because we've got some stuff we're trying to do at the house. Mrs. took a nap, so hey, you're good. You slept most of the day. That's cool because I know the missus is taking a nap now, which got me out here to actually start at my mom's so I can take care of some stuff, make dinner for the missus, and we'll see. Of course, I got the secret stash of goodies here that will not transport because it will melt in no time. Like the ice cream treats. Yep, those will not travel very well. So, Jace, I don't know if y'all have Labor Day over there where you are. Tomorrow, this weekend, is the Labor Day weekend. Tomorrow, Monday, is the first Monday in September where we celebrate Labor Day. Usually it's marked by a lot of some parades, not as many as some of the other holidays, but usually cookouts, trips to the beach, those type of things. If you have Labor Day, when is it? And, what type of things do you do on a holiday weekend? Or if you have celebrate Labor Day. We, personally, the Miss and I, we just use it as a chance usually to go out of town again. Not this year because there's a lot of stuff going on, but we a lot of times use it as an extra day off from work. One day I don't have to charge leave, so I actually, to be gone. When the kids were younger, we'd of course, make it Disney World and stuff like that. Go to the theme parks and, kind of make it a longer weekend. And it doesn't have to be Labor Day. If y'all have something that y'all do on holiday weekends, feel free to share it. Well, unfortunately, the Miss and I are just kind of boring. We just kind of like, it's like, it really is like with us, just, what's next? It's another day, but hey, it's okay. Well, next week, wow, the polls are out, I think. The college football polls. I'm telling you, folks, I knew Miami was going to jump. Miami, they don't have, okay, I don't want the preseason. Why the hell? Okay, they have not, ESPN has not updated its poll yet, so let's see. Yeah, they still got them they got a story out, but they do not have okay. They do not have the story out, but hey, let's see where Miami went to. We do have, but I don't know the peeps in Norway, since most peeps in Norway don't do much these days. Drinking? Well, hey, that's a way to celebrate. So that's what you do. That is cool. Let's see. Okay. Okay. It's not a poll. Okay. I got it. Because they do have a game. They do have a game tonight. LSU plays USC in Nevada, as well as tomorrow night, Boston College visits Florida State. So then you'll have, oh my gosh, Abilene Christian was a team that played at Lubbock, Texas last night at Texas Tech and nearly upset them. Went for 2 in overtime, but did not make it. And the team bus was involved in an accident. After 4 people were hurt: a player, 2 coaches, and the bus driver. Wow, that is interesting. Yeah, always got to be careful on the road, but. Yeah, holidays in America all depend. A lot of times people used to do a lot of backyard barbecues and all kinds of stuff like that, doing different things. So, oh my gosh. One of the other articles that I see out here is college football coaching hot seat breakdown. Can you say Gainesville, Florida with the Florida Gators? Yes. Yeah. See, and Chase, that's kind of like what we do. We're kind of like, especially since our kids are older, even though ones that's still at home, they're adults and all. It's just like, it's almost another day. I hate to say it, but when they were younger, we'd use it, to get, like I said, go to Disney or do some trips out of town. Sometimes the Miss and I will still use it to get an extra day where I don't have to take time off from work. So it is. I do think as you get older, things change, whereas you used to maybe celebrate. And of course, I think it also depends on your family dynamics. I mean, sometimes you have large families. They're big cookouts. I know when my dad died, before my dad died, it was like, well, he would always, like July 4th or Memorial Day, there was always ribs on the grill. There was always something going. The missus, well, before I met the missus, but, my sister would come over, her kids, people like that, things like, that. But, he, of course, was the big charcoal grill guy that took care of everything, loved making ribs. So it's, we miss him. We miss him very much many, many years ago. So taking a look back at last night's games for college football, the Georgia Bulldogs ended up dominating Clemson 34-3. Texas rolled over Colorado State 52-0, while Ohio State drops Akron 52-6. Alabama wins 63-0 over Western Kentucky. The closest top 20 game of the night, well, two of them. Actually, number 3, Oregon struggled to beat a smaller school, Idaho, 24-14, and then in College Station, Texas, Notre Dame outlasted Texas A&M 23-13. Michigan knocked off Fresno State by 20 points in a game that was very close until the fourth quarter. It was within a touchdown in the fourth quarter, and then with a couple, some good runs, a touchdown, and a pick six that came up for Michigan to seal the game, gave the final margin, which was a lot closer game than what the final score indicated. And of course, Arizona beats New Mexico 61-39 in a kind of West Coast shootout. But if you don't like college football, it's okay. This is one of the things that we do now is try to figure out what people like to talk about. I am not at my normal place, so I do not have the computer to pull other stories up. One thing, though, in NFL talk that is more of a serious crime instance, the San Francisco's first-round draft pick, who actually played at the University of Florida last year, Ricky Pearsall, was involved in a shooting and a robbery in San Francisco. That was some sad news. He's in good condition. But hello, Snortapoopas Cuber. How are you doing? Good to see you tonight. So far, right now, the topic we have on the table, Snortapoopas, is: do you celebrate? Do you celebrate Labor Day? If you do, what do you do? Do you cook out? Do you hang out with friends? Do you go out of town? We're kind of kicking around this weekend holiday a little bit to see what people do. It depends. Like I said, we were supposed to go out of town to the in-laws to go camping. They went camping in South Florida. Look, last Labor Day, 2 years ago, I did Labor Day camping in friggin' Pensacola. That was hotter than Hades. I nearly died just putting the tent out. It's like they have trailers and all that crap where you can go in AC. But, AC is not camping to me. But then again, the missus did set me up with AC in the tent a couple years ago. So, but it's just like, why would you camp in Florida at this time of year? It just was really, really, really something, I will tell you. But memories. Yeah, we saw Fort Pickens in that trip 2 years ago. Just got home from gaming with the Bears. Well, welcome. Good to see you. So on the holidays, you just stay home and relax. All right. Well, that's perfectly good. That is perfectly okay to do. Like I said, is when our kids were younger, we started off with we would actually go out, use it for an extra day at the theme parks, take the kids, there sometimes. And even now we still go out and use it for an extra day. But, hey, great to see you, Snortapoopas. Thanks for coming in. Don't forget to hit that like button, share it out if you can. And I'm trying to find a little bit on the story, though, from ESPN, though, about story to let's see. All right. From ESPN, Ricky Pearsall, 49ers first-round draft pick from University of Florida, was shot in the chest Saturday afternoon during an attempted robbery in central San Francisco. He was released from the hospital Sunday. He had been listed as serious but stable condition on Saturday and upgraded to fair condition earlier Sunday before being released from San Francisco General Hospital and Trauma Center. His mother said in a social media post that the bullet exited out her son's back and missed the vital organs, saying that he was extremely lucky. So they did arrest the suspect. He was walking alone shortly after 3:30 p.m. Saturday when somebody tried to come up and rob him with a gun in the Union Square area. So there's a 911 call about shots fired, which was weird for us. We at work the other day, a couple weeks ago, we actually had gunshots right outside of our building in the wooded area. And somebody said they saw somebody in a green shirt running by. Like, oh, nice. That was interesting. But nothing came of it. So, yes, stunning. Good to see you, boobies. Exactly. What a standard greeting. Nice to see you today. Stunning. Way to come in with that. And hello, howdy, Emily Gangadine. How are you today? Good to see you. All right. So all right. In this article, Pearsall was signing autographs at an event center earlier in the afternoon and headed to Union Square afterwards. According to the San Fran Police Department, a physical altercation between Pearsall and the suspect ensued during the attempted robbery, and both were injured. They were both, he must have taken him down because the suspect was transported to the hospital also. So, because what happened, a quote is from the police department. A struggle between Mr. Pearsall and the suspect ensued, and gunfire from the suspect's gun struck both Mr. Pearsall and the subject. So the condition of the alleged gunman was not immediately disclosed. They said there was no indication that the suspect targeted Pearsall because he is a professional football player, and added that was only one gun involved with multiple short shots fired. They said that Pearsall had been alert enough to speak to police about the shooting, but they would have further talks as he recovers. So they had free ice cream by your place? Oh, that's awesome, dude. That's the way to do it. Nobody can argue with free ice cream. So Pearsall was drafted in the first round in April by the 49ers with the 31st pick, but he's been slowed by injuries since he joined the team. During camp, he missed time during training camp because of hamstring injuries before returning to practice with non-contact blue jersey while his shoulder heals. Yeah, folks, I tell you, one of the worst injuries you can have as a football player is a hamstring. Those things, once they start getting tight, and they can, if you're not careful, they can, without the proper stretching, they can pull and keep pulling and really become really nagging type of injuries that can stay with you quite a bit. And hello, Chief Judge Finity. How are you today? Good to see you. Good to see you. So, Pearsall was one that began his college career at Arizona State, transferred to Florida for his final 2 seasons. He did a good job for the Gators, I will say. He was quite a dynamic player. They said the Niners hoped that he could contribute as a rookie as a backup to the starters, Brandon Ayuk and Deebo Samuel Sr. And they said, thank God he's good after the shooting. So that is that was a little bit of news in the sports world, but also in real life, though. So, yeah. So all right. Puppy. Poopy. There you go. Poopy. We all like diapers with that. Man, I've got 7-year-old out there today. So, folks, one of the things, especially since we're getting new people coming in, what do you like to do on holiday weekends? We are in the middle of the Labor Day weekend. Monday is Labor Day. I mean, do you go out? Do you celebrate with parades, or do you do cookouts? Do you have company over? Do you hang with friends? Or do you just snort a poop and stay home and relax? Or, relax. So, what do you do on Labor Day? And if you're not in the U.S., I know it's stunning, do you have a Labor Day? And if you do you have any traditions? Do you do any celebrations? Or any of the other holidays? What type of things do you really do? And I think Then relax. Yep. Yep, exactly. So, and JPRPH1 says, I'm going to stay home and relax this year, play bass at the little music trio. We played Friday night and a brunch Saturday morning at a hotel. I'm counting that as my Labor Day. Well, that works. That works. Yep. Yeah, I thought y'all did. When is your Labor Day, Stunning? And when I talk, so, hey. All right. So I'm getting out of the sports world because y'all don't need, you know, this is like I said, one of the regular old chill chats that we do. Um, there's something fun that you want to talk about. Is there something different? What's up with you? Let's see, the holidays, all that, whichever things we could, yeah, it would be funny to go on Labor Day on Labor Day. I was actually thinking about the same thing. So, oh, really? Stunning said tomorrow. Oh, so, okay, cool. Same day then. Awesome. All right. No work tomorrow. That's what I'm happy about. So you never know. Will I do another stream or streams tomorrow? I do have a few things to do with the missus. I know that when I'm going to make dinner, take it to the missus in a little bit. But when I get back, there probably will be some work to do still in the kitchen. If not tonight, we'll be finishing up tomorrow. Speaking of tonight, make sure you join Lorena Creole over on her channel at 8 p.m. tonight for the Welcome to Florida show. Currently, I'm scheduled to be a guest with her tonight, so I'd love to see y'all over there. It's always a good time and a lot of fun when, anytime, even when I'm not on the panel. So make sure you swing by tonight and say hi. It's always fun. What if today's tomorrow? Yeah, I know. That's when we get into deep philosophical discussions. And yeah, so all right. Stunning. 20 days till you get to go see Peter Cullen and Frank Welker. Wow. Dude, I know that you're excited for that. I know that you're excited, dude. Two of your idols, I believe. Especially because of Transformers, but definitely a lot more than just Transformers. So, all right. Let's see. All right. Well, hey. If you like golf, I guess the Scheffler guy's like minus 30. My gosh. You know what? They make golf. Dude, golf is one sport I absolutely hate. I know I've given Lisa a hard time about it, but I hate golf because like this minus 30 under par. I'm like, I like Adam Sandler and God, Billy Madison. I love that. That's what golf should be. Long, long drives and yelling and screaming with a hockey stick, That would be awesome, is to have full contact hockey golf, Yeah, go to the driving range, but you know what? You got to do something else, because they take it so serious when they have it as a competition, walk the course, but 30 under par, it's like, gee, manettes. It's almost like mini golf. But hit the ball to the hole. That's what the point of golf is. But now I always like mini golf. If you've ever tried mini golf, that's a fun sport to do sometimes, is to actually just go with your kids or your nieces and nephews. I could just imagine stunning you with your nieces mini golfing. It's got to be fun. And for the rest of y'all, do y'all do anything with your family, your friends, and stuff like that? Bowling's a good sport. Mrs. always said that bowling was a great competition when you can get drunk and get better. So, yeah, I know. I always give Lisa a hard time about that. That's why I tell her I'll drive the cart, and she won't let me drive the cart. Like, I gotta have something to do. Sort of poopus. It's excuse for grown people to play with their balls and putters in public. Yes. That is a very classy phrase, Snorta Poopus, but yeah, you're absolutely right with that. Oh my goodness. So let's see. Mm-hmm. We're nearing 5 o'clock on the east coast of the U.S. So hey, a little bit longer, and then I'll end up going to start dinner. Wow. There's a story in Ohio. Well, I'm going to skip that one. That makes a good one uh, for a word in the world. So, oh, how about this? Here we go. There you go. I'll do driving ranges, mini golf, and Happy Gilmore. Yep, absolutely, absolutely. But did you know? Okay, if you want to drive a golf cart, move to the villages. Yes, not on my neighborhood. They keep driving them on our neighborhood streets. We're not a gated community. We're not a golf cart community, but these retirees, and then they let their kids drive them. It's like, anyway, sorry. Dude, if you want to hear a real rampage, go, and even if you don't like football, check out my stream last night. That was full unbridled dad man rage about how bad the Florida Gators played yesterday. It was no holds barred, I will tell you. I will tell you that. But hey, this is back August 22nd. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, that happens to you too, Storm. Yeah, exactly. And halftime they look at you like you're the problem, and you're the big vehicle that's roadworthy. They're not. So, German warship blasts Darth Vader anthem in the heart of London. No deeper message, Navy says. Of course, it's interesting they call it Darth Vader March, but instead, Dateline Berlin. But this is on the AP wire by Stephanie Dazio. Germany's Navy says there was no deeper message in the choice to blast the famed Imperial March, Darth Vader's theme song in the Star Wars films, from one of its warships as it cruised down the River Thames. I like calling them Thames, but River Thames through London this week. Oh my gosh. I'm like, can you imagine that? That would be so cool. Don, 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 don. Look, he's just being blasted. Oh my gosh. Well, I think oh, I'll have to play the video and listen to it later. But, oh gosh. Well, a bystander captured the spectacle Monday on video, which quickly went viral on social media. The song selection made waves across Europe. The warship was in the area for training and dropped anchor in London for a normal supply stop, the German Navy said. Why is the German Navy that far in the river, I would think? But, okay. I'm thinking too hard. I am thinking too. Oh, they're back. English, fine. Nice, Stortapubus. They say that the commander can choose the music freely. The Navy said in a statement. The choice of music has no deeper message. Other video recorded the warship, the Braunschweig, playing London Calling, the 1979 hit from the British rock band The Clash, upon its arrival in London. The song's title is drawn from the BBC World Service Station identification in World War II, and its lyrics include the headlines, London calling to the zombies of death, quit holding out and draw another breath. So, I am not familiar with the Clash, but, well, I know who the Clash are, but it's basically Rock the Casbah. The Braunschweig is named for a city in Germany's Lower Saxony, an area far, far away from the United Kingdom, and part of the country's newest class of ocean-going corvettes. So, hey, that was an interesting story, though. That would have been against. Okay. Hold on. Story continues. Forced departure, a tugboat pulled the warship down the river near Tower Bridge as sailors without any lightsabers, sadly, stood on the deck. This trip was the Braunschweig's second to the British capital. The German embassy in London wrote on the social media platform X. The warship's commander is a big Star Wars fan and an admirer of the legendary musical scores of John Williams. The embassy said in a statement, he chooses a different Williams tune whenever his ship is visiting a foreign harbor. There's no word whether Anakin Skywalker was aboard. Wow, that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. I like that. That was a neat article. Wow. right. Ah! Okay. How about this? See, this is another one. This I got to say, this one. I'm actually finding some good "we're in the U.S." type stories now. This one I've got to hold off. I've got to hold off on this one. This one, the headline's really cool. So, um, there are actually finally some good stories. Probably because I've not done it in a while. It's like there are actually stories back out there at the uh, my normal source. Let's say. Um, let's see. All right, here's one. Woman who faced eviction over 3 emotional support parents wins $165,000 in a federal case. Oh gosh, started pooping. A person with Braunschweig is called a Braunschweiger. Eating too much Braunschweiger causes gas. There you go. Yep. All right. See, New York by Karen Mathis, August 20th. A woman who faced, of course, this is New York. A woman who faced eviction from her Manhattan apartment over her 3 emotional support parents will be paid $165,000 in damages, plus $585,000 for her apartment under a consent decree announced by federal prosecutors. The consent decree announced Monday resolves a dispute between the tenant and the board of the unit cooperative apartment building where the person lived with her parents, Layla, Ginger, and Curtis. The person purchased an apartment in the Rutherford in Manhattan's Gramercy Park neighborhood in 1999 and moved into it with the birds. So neighbors started complaining in 2015. Oh, God, I still wake up with the nightmares of them screaming in my head, they told the Daily News. The New York City Department of Environmental Protection sent inspectors 15 times, but did not find any evidence of excessive noise. No birds, no screeching, no noise, one wrote. The other complainant submitted letters from her the person in the case submitted letters from her psychiatrist explaining that she needed the birds for her mental well-being, but the Rutherford board began eviction proceedings in May 2016. She moved out and sublet her apartment, filed a federal fair housing complaint with HUD in 2018, and they found probable cause to believe that the apartment complex had violated her housing rights. So rather than settle the case, the apartment managers chose to proceed to federal court, triggering the statutory requirement that the Department of Justice file suit. So the consent decree approved by a federal judge on August 16th represents the largest recovery the federal government has ever obtained for a person with disabilities whose housing provider denied them the right to have an assistance animal. And how about that? I think so, Snorty. I think some people would definitely like to have a good old, especially well-trained emotional support pair. I know a lot of the ladies around here would like them, and they kind of like that fur of yours. So, yeah. Well, let's see what time it is. All right. Well, let's see what's going on here. All right. Well, we're going to take another look at one more thing, and we'll probably wrap up real quick. I'm just going to see if there's something else. Yep. Here's another story. After months on the run, a murder suspect falls through the ceiling and into custody. The authorities got a lucky break when the murder suspect they've been pursuing for months fell, so to speak, into their laps through the ceiling of the building where he'd been hiding. U.S. Marshal Service said agents captured the 20-year-old months after a warrant for his arrest on charges of first-degree murder and reckless endangerment was issued in connection with a fatal shooting in Memphis, Tennessee. The task force investigating his whereabouts tracked him to a residence in Memphis. Law enforcement agents didn't have to look long once they were inside. He attempted Shut up. He attempted to hide in the attic as the Marshal Service searched residence. However, he fell through the ceiling. He was not injured in the fall and taken into custody without incident. His arrest caps off a saga that started in early April and went from. Memphis were responding to a disturbance call near an apartment complex on April 2 when they heard multiple gunshots. This goes back to the other case. But, this was so crazy how the article doesn't really say what happened. How did he get in the house? How about the person in the house? Did they get charged for aiding and abetting? Or what did they do? That's how that goes. Yeah, so Timur Morrison, you're going to love meeting him. Hopefully you get to meet him, though, Stunning. He's a great guy. We actually saw him on panels, and we actually got to meet him 1 year for Star Wars weekends when we got him to autograph both the Slave One and the Boba Fett helmet. It was back when Disney still did the Star Wars weekends, and when it was normal. Those things were so fun with the kids, but they got so crowded before they did away with them. They really did away with them, but they were so big. They had outgrown the park, really. When we started going, when the kids were really young, it was not. I mean, it was popular, but it was. You didn't have to get there at like 6 o'clock in the morning to get tickets to walk in line for a free autograph. No, you could get there somewhere at normal time. The first time, 1 year, we went the first weekend. We went every weekend 1 year, and the first weekend we were there, and the local TV station and a national TV station were there, and we're about 10 or 15 back in line. And it was not crowded, like I said. Somebody walks up and says, hey, would you like to have your kids interviewed on national TV and local? Sure. Hey, Curtis Selby, welcome. Hey, no problem lurking. Thanks for being here. And they're like, sure. I mean, the local Fox affiliate interviewed all four of us together. They looked at the miss and said, and why are you here? She said, to support my husband. And the kids got free face painting, some other free gear and stuff. Aang was painted up as Yoda. Our oldest was painted up like Ayla Sakura, which, she really had the body type for it. She really looked with her blonde hair at the time was really, really, it was stunning. And that kid had the facial expressions just down pat. And even Aang did for their characters. So, actually, Daniel Logan wrote in an autograph to Aang, you would make a great clone. Because we did one of those pictures that morphed Aang into looking like the young Boba Fett, in Attack of the Clones. And Hail West Kegel. Yes. I don't know what that is, but it was the Darth Vader thing. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, the Star Wars. Because the ship captain happened to be a Star Wars fan. But good to see you, West Kegel. Good to see you today. Yeah. And also, my oldest kid was probably about 5 or 6 at the time. That kid was going toe-to-toe with a much bigger dude on that national TV show. It's the one thing that we did not – it was called the Daily Buzz. We could never get our hands on the broadcast because they didn't have it at local stations here. We'd never heard of it, but it was a national show, and that kid was going toe-to-toe with the guy. I don't even know what they were talking about. It had to be with some Star Wars, and, man, that kid – my oldest was going at him and after him. Of course, my oldest kid is also the kid we had to talk to about timing of when to, question people and stuff because she went to a vacation Bible school one time and at another church, and she was disagreeing with the pastor what the Bible said about something. And it's one of those, it's how you phrase it that we were more technically specific with her because she was so mature for her age. And it was like, the missus told the pastor, is like, well, technically she's not wrong, but we will talk to her about timing and stuff like that. So, hey. And Aang is a troubleshooter too. Aang's had their ability to have some great moments and oh gosh. And two amazing children that we have had that have been sources of fun, laughter, and everything else. All right, folks. Well, I think we're at 40 minutes. It is about 5:15. I need to go get dinner made because I need to get focused on that. Get Mrs. and Ang some dinner because our kitchen is wrecked because of moving stuff around. We have made great progress for the Mrs. in the kitchen today and hopefully finish up tomorrow before we do something on the van. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Hopefully we can get more done tonight and get it done. Oh, yeah, cries icy tears. I know. It might be time for a nap because at 8 o'clock, Loretta Creole will have her Welcome to Florida show tonight. And she's actually asked me to come on again tonight. So I plan to be over there with Lorena on her channel at 8 p.m. So I hope that y'all come by, say hi, hit the like button, and really, have some fun with the Welcome to Florida show. Always a good time. On that note, Leah, like Sort of Poopa says, take care, every human. Thank you for dropping by for this quick little stream and stuff. Yes, we toast to you, including a few squirrels out there. But hey, I appreciate it, guys. And y'all have a great evening. And ladies, have a great evening. See you a little bit later. And you also, you never know when I go live. So make sure you get your notifications. Follow me on Twitter, DadmanWalking55. Twitch and YouTube, get the notifications to get notified anytime I go live. On that note, I will see you later. Y'all have a good evening. Bye, all.